If you're wondering if this is a good time to buy a house, here are 3 questions to ask yourself that will help you decide if this is a good time for you to buy a house. Question number 1, what's the alternative? Where will you live if you don't buy a house? If you rent a house instead of purchasing a house, you'll likely be subject to rising rent costs with no real benefit. That's because none of your rent payments are going towards building equity. On the other hand, if you buy a house, at least a portion of your monthly payment is going towards principal reduction on the mortgage balance. This means that you'll be building equity even if the home doesn't go up in value. Number 2, what's your time horizon for living in the house? If your time horizon is more than 4 years, buying a home in a market like this would likely make sense for you. Here's why. Home price appreciation has slowed down, and house prices may pull back from their recent highs before they start to go up again. Keep in mind that the fundamentals of the housing market are still strong. Demand is greater than supply and will be so for, I would say, quite some time because we have a housing shortage in the US. This means that even if house prices decline in the near term, they'll likely start to climb again during the next few years. In the meantime, what happens if you want to sell the property and the next buyer doesn't want to pay you as much or more than what you paid? Here's a potential scenario to consider. Let's say you buy a home and home values immediately drop by 10%. Then they start going up by 3% per year, which is the long-term average home appreciation rate in the US. It would take roughly 4 years for you to break even or start building wealth through home ownership. In a potentially bad case scenario like that, are you willing to keep the house for at least 4 years? And finally, number 3, is the home affordable for you personally? Wages have increased considerably in the past year and are likely to keep rising because there are over 10 million job openings in today's economy. If you tune out all the noise that's not specific to you, is the home you want to buy affordable for you personally, given your specific income and employment situation? There's no one-size-fits-all solution in today's market. That's why it's important for you to run the numbers for yourself. Consider the alternatives and make your own decision. I am here to help in any way I can. Reach out to me. My contact information is listed below.